Good morning, children. Let us see question number 6 of exercise 7.1, class 9th. That is the chapter triangles. So, first it is given in the question in the figure AC is equal to AE. So, this is denoted by double dash over here. And second condition AB is equal to AD, which is denoted by single dash. And one more condition is given, angle BAD is equal to angle EAC. Now you have to prove BC is equal to DE. For proving BC is equal to DE, let us observe BC is in which triangle? BC is in the triangle ABC and DE is in the triangle EAD. So now let us take these two triangles and find out three conditions so that these two triangles can overlap each other. So in these two triangles, first condition you can see very easily AB is equal to AD, and second condition you can see AC is equal to AE. Coming to the angle over here, in triangle BAC, you are able to see over here this whole angle is not marked, only the little portion of the angle is marked over here. So this area is left out. Similarly, if you are going to consider this triangle EAD, this angle is marked, again this portion is missed out. So what I am going to do is I am going to add this angle to both these angles. If equals are added to equals, then the whole is equal according to Euclid's geometry. So let me add this portion to both the angles. So I will be getting angle BAC is equal to DAE. So now after adding this angle, I will be getting the condition SAS. So let me show this in the form of steps now. So given, first you have to write given AC is equal to AE, second AB is equal to AD, and third angle BAD is equal to angle EAC. Next you prove, write to prove BC is equal to DE. Next prove, write this angle BAD is equal to EAC. Now as I said earlier, you are going to add this small portion of this angle DAC on both the sides. So on adding, I will be getting angle BAC is equal to angle DAE. Let us name this equation as 1. Now let us take the two triangles. Now in triangle BAC and DAE, we are going to write the three parts, equal parts. First one is AC is equal to AE, which is given. AB is equal to AD, which is given. And third, angle BAC is equal to angle DAE. Just now we have proved from 1. So we can see that this is a congruency rule of SAS, that is side, angle, side. This is a side, angle, and this is side over here. This is side, sorry, this is side, angle, and the next side, that is AC. First side is AB, next angle is angle A over here, and the second side is AC. So we are going to take the congruency rule, side, angle, side. By the side, angle, side congruency rule, we can prove that the triangle BAC is congruent to triangle DAE. By CPCT, we can say CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangles. We can say BC is equal to DE. Hope you understood this question clearly. Now moving on to the seventh question. AB is a line segment and P is the midpoint. So you can see clearly here in the figure, AB is a line segment and P is the midpoint of AB. So what do you mean by midpoint? Midpoint means this line segment is divided into two equal parts. So AP will be equal to PB. Next, D and E are on the points on the same sides of AB such that angle BAD is this angle A, and angle ABE is angle B, which are equal given. So, and what is the next angle equal given? Angle EPA. You say this angle EPA and this angle DPB are equal. Again, in this figure, you are able to observe, if you are going to consider this triangle APD, because you are asked to prove that DAP. So, this is the triangle DAP and EPB, and this is the triangle EPB. In these two triangles, we are going to observe this angle P is not full over here. This portion is missing. So, I am going to add angle EPD to both these angles. After adding, I'll be getting this complete angle, angle APD in this triangle and angle EPB in this triangle as equal. Again, if equals are added to equal, the whole is equal. So let us see the theoretical part over here. First write the given parts, two parts equal given over here, and now to prove, now you have to take this angle, that is this angle EPA is equal to DPB, and adding EPD on both the sides, we have this angle APD is equal to angle EPB. Let us name this equation as 1. Now let us take the two triangles and write the three congruent parts. First part is given in the question, that is angle BAD is equal to ABE, and second is AP is equal to PB, and third is just now we approved this angle, that is angle APD is equal to angle EPB, proved above from 1. So we can apply the condition, this is angle, this is side, and this is angle. You can see from the figure also. First one is angle, next one is the side equal, and third one is the angle in the first triangle. Similarly, in the second triangle, you are having B as the angle equal to angle A. Next, AP is equal to PB. Next one is side, and third one is the angle. Therefore, by angle, side, angle, these two triangles are congruent. Once the triangles are congruent, the corresponding parts are equal. Therefore, AD is equal to BE. Moving on to the next question. In a right triangle ABC, right angled at C. So this is a right triangle ABC, which is right angled at C. Right angle at C means it is 90 degree, and M is the midpoint of hypotenuse AB. You can see clearly from the figure, M is the midpoint of hypotenuse AB. Opposite to 90 degrees hypotenuse. So M is the midpoint of AB. That means AM is equal to MB. And it is produced to a point D such that DM is also equal to CM. So three conditions are given over here. First, AM is equal to MB. Second, DM is equal to MC. And third one, angle 90 is given. So using these three conditions, we have to first prove triangle AMC is equal congruent to triangle BMD. I shaded in different colors, that is triangle AMB, triangle BMD is congruent to triangle AMC. So in these two triangles we can observe, first part is BM is equal to AM, and second, for considering the angle when two lines intersect each other, vertically opposite angles are equal. So I can take angle DMB is equal to angle AMC, and third condition DM is equal to CM. Therefore, these two triangles are congruent by SAS, side, angle, side. Now by CPCT, I can show that when these two triangles are getting overlapped, so I can say that by CPCT, angle D is equal to angles, this angle C by not full angle C, that is angle ACM by alternate angle. By CPCT, these two angles are equal, and I can also say DB is equal to AC. Now for proving the second part, you know that dB is equal to AC by CPCT, and angle D over here is equal to angle ACM, but these are alternate angles as these two lines are equal and AC is acting as a transversal. If these two angles are alternate angles, then the lines will become parallel. If the lines are parallel, then the co-interior angles are, sum of co-interior angles is 180 degree. So which are all the co-interior angles in this? Angle B and C are co-interior. So we can write angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. But you know angle C is 90 degree. Therefore, angle B will also be equal to 90 degree. So second part is also proved now. For proving the third part, I had to take the triangle DBC and the triangle ACB. In this, I had to take three conditions. First condition is DB is equal to AC. Already we approved. And just now we approved angle B is equal to angle C is equal to 90 degree. And third condition BC is equal to BC common side. Therefore, triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. By CPCT, you can say AB is equal to CD. But you know, when AB is equal to CD, then we can divide these two by 2. So half of AB will be equal to half of CD. But what is half of CD? Half of CD can be written as CM. Therefore, fourth condition is also proved. CM is equal to half of AB. So step by step, if you are going to prove, it is very easy for you. So let us see step by step now. First you write what is given. Next you write to prove. So first you have proved triangle AMC is congruent to triangle BMD by SAS. Hope you understood how I proved. First condition, BM is equal to AM, DM is equal to MC, and vertically opposite angles are equal. Therefore, we have proved these two triangles as congruent by SAS. Next, you are asked to prove angle DBC is a right angle. Given angle C as 90, they are asking you to prove that angle B is 90 degree. For proving angle B is 90 degree, I told by CPCT you take DB is equal to AC from the previous congruency proof, and angle D is equal to angle AMC. Since the alternate angles are equal, lines are parallel. If lines are parallel, then angle C plus angle B is 180. If C is 90, B is also equal to 90 degree. So second condition also we have proved. So I have written all this in different statements. For proving these three conditions are needed. So three conditions you write, and by SAS congruency rule you have proved that those two triangles are congruent, and by CPCT you have proved that DB is equal to AC. So co-interior angles are equal when the lines are parallel, and you have proved that angle B is also equal to 90 degree. Now we are asked to take the triangle DBC. So in triangle DBC and ACB, as I told earlier, first condition is DB is equal to AC. Second one, angle B is equal to C is equal to 90 degree. And third one, BC is equal to BC common side. Therefore, by SAS, triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ABC. By CPCT, you know that you can say AB is equal to CD. But I am going to divide half by half on both the sides. So half of AB is equal to half of CD. Half of AB is equal to, from this CD, if I am going to take only half, that can be written as CM. So you can say CM is equal to half of AB. Hope you understood all these three sums. All these three sums are very important sums in this chapter.